whenever you're ready.
The month of July here on the Central Coast is my favorite time of year, except every year my days of hiking, relaxing on the beach, and perfect sunsets are interrupted by our infamous family trip to the dreadful state of Wisconsin. Now, my opinion is completely biased. Wisconsin's probably a perfectly good state to the average American, but I moved from there to SLO County when I was 11, so most of my memories are of humid, mosquito-filled summer days or layering jackets on top of Halloween costumes to keep warm. I remember all of the fried food, beer drinking, and loud thundery nights. When we get off the plane upon our arrival there, my mom always jokes that it smells like the airport itself is deep fried. All of our extended family lives in the Midwest, so yearly trips are mandatory to stay on my grandma's good side. Having to leave our friends and the pristine California landscape for long, hot summer days with our grandparents always led to never-ending complaints from my sister and I. But of course, it's never nearly as bad as we expect. And everyone needs some green grass, a good thunderstorm, and some nice strong water pressure every once in a while. It's easy to forget to appreciate your childhood when what you're in the midst of seems so important. The first stop is O's my grandparents' house, so the trip starts with pool days with my little cousins and good Chicago-style pizza for dinner. We wake up at 10, cake on, sunscreen, and bug spray, and bike to the neighborhood pool. We go see the local water skiing team's show, which is always impressive, and then we'll go to the less impressive Wisconsin Rafters minor league baseball team, and usually get a nice family pic with the creepy rat mascot. When we were younger, my sister and I would always make large-scale renovations to our surprisingly long-lasting treehouse that we built in the backyard. My mom's an interior designer, so we'd always run to her to show her our updated furniture or deck. And I'm sure my dad would go out and fix it when we weren't paying attention because all of our building strategies involved only a 2x4 and hammered nails. The days at my grandparents' house always flew by, and before we knew it, we were saying goodbye. Our next stop is always my old hometown, Salem Lakes, and here we visit our old friends. Pretty much everyone there lives on a lake, so our days are filled with water skiing and tubing until exhaustion, and then baking in the sun until our skin starts to peel. Our appetite consists primarily of corn on the cob and cheese curds, with the occasional ice cream trip to Dairy Queen. Some years we'll go to the fair, others will go to the water park, but these days always go by even faster, and saying goodbye to our friends is always prolonged. Then comes our final destination, Chicago. I'm sure you all know Chicago as the Windy City, but to me it's a city of deep dish pizza, White Sox games, and hot dogs you couldn't even imagine. When we lived there, our house was only an hour away from the city, so I spent a lot of time there when I was younger. And my dad and I went to more baseball games than I can even count. After, we would always go to Al's Beef for the best Italian beef sandwich, or a hot dog, or Connie's for pizza even thicker than a textbook. We spent our final days of the trip reliving all of these Chicago memories. And we didn't let any of these memories and traditions die when we moved to California, and going back to experience it again every year gives me an appreciation for my roots and all that I cherished as a child. And although the trip seems like a disturbance to my perfect California summer, it's a reminder of who I am and all the things I loved about my childhood in the Midwest.